You're looking really attractive today. Welcome to my channel. This is the Indigo channel and I am an intuitive tarot reader. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be answering the question of who is attracted to you. I have the 3 piles you can choose from right in front of me, and after I show you guys these, I'm also just going to have a quick clip of the 3 piles up close so you can pick from that. So we have the first pile with carnelian stone, the second pile with petalite, and the third pile with numite. So the piles go from left to right, 1, 2, and 3. And once you've selected the pile, you can go ahead and click on the timestamp that I put in the description below and enjoy the reading. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. This is for those of you who chose the carnelian crystal card. So getting into your reading, I'm seeing that you guys are attracting someone who is really passionate. I'm also getting that for you right now, maybe you're feeling a little unsure when it comes to relationships, like you don't know if you can trust anyone right now, or you're afraid to be vulnerable and open up or open your heart to someone. But carnelian is a really good stone for being more confident in yourself and in your relationships, and overall just being really confident in what you have to offer someone else. So just know that you are worthy of a wonderful relationship, and keep reminding yourself that and stay positive in order to attract the type of relationship that you want. Okay, so what I'm getting for the person who is currently attracted to you, and this is probably going to be the strongest energy, so the person who is attracted to you the most at the current time, they have the energy of the moon. And what I love about this card is it's showing that this person could be quite intuitive, maybe even a little bit psychic, and could be sending you like psychic messages or sending you songs or certain thoughts. I mean, all of this is going to depend on how much you believe in things like this, but I do feel like this person is really intuitive, and you guys seem to have some kind of soul connection or like intuitive connection. Like you guys are on the same wavelength and can kind of connect almost telepathically, or you guys just really are on the same wavelength when you are talking to each other. And you both are really intelligent. What I'm getting also is you could be air signs, so that would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And then speaking of Libra, we have the Libra card, so there's that as well. But going back to the moon though, I feel like this person has like the qualities of a Cancer, so that would be someone who is very nurturing, someone who gives a lot, is very generous. They could also have Neptune in their chart, so someone who kind of has emotions and isn't afraid to express their emotions. So could be a water sign as well, so that would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But someone generally who would be a really great parent, nurturer type, someone who would be very generous and giving emotionally in a relationship, and that is who is currently attracted to you. What I'm also seeing is it looks like this woman in the picture has angel wings, even though they're not angel wings. It just kind of gives that appearance. So I feel like this person is very spiritual. They might be religious, might not be. It's just someone who maybe communicates with spirit guides or angels, and might also be trying to manifest you in some way and draw you in closer to them. Another thing that I'm sensing, this person might be very appealing, like sexually appealing, sexually attractive. Generally, they could just be very appealing to the opposite sex, whether this is a male or a female that you're inquiring about that's coming in. I am getting more of a feminine energy. I'm seeing here someone who is very attractive. They have Venus heavy placements of Venus in their chart, so that gives them kind of this alluring appeal, this very aesthetic appeal. They're into getting their hair done, getting their clothes done, the way that they look. This person could also be kind of curvy, or even if they're not necessarily curvy, they know how to dress themselves to appear to look more curvy, or they know how to dress themselves to just overall give like a more sexual appeal. And this person might have really long hair or really short hair, so it's either going to be really, really long or really, really short. And I feel like this person regards you as like their soulmate. They really think that you two are like mirroring each other, that you two kind of balance each other out, because we have the two kind of twins here and the scales. So it's like they kind of view you as being kind of them, like a mirror to them in a way, them like their counterpart, so to speak. So they really see like a long-term potential with you, and I think that is what they're trying to manifest with you. They also have a very prominent fifth chakra, which would be the throat chakra, meaning that they are very authentic in how they speak. They don't really hold back when it comes to communication. They say what's on their mind. They show exactly who they are to the public. They're not afraid of being real with people. Yeah, they're not afraid of being like loud. I'm seeing he's got like a trumpet in his hand. And I think they're pretty confident when it comes to who they are, and they don't really want to change themselves for anyone. I also feel like communication for you guys is going to be very important. It's important for you both to be very honest with each other, very clear with each other, and if a line needs to be drawn when it comes to boundaries, make sure that those lines are drawn, and that you continue to reiterate what your intentions are with this person. And then call. So I feel like this person either will call you in the near future or would like you to call them. And as I'm saying this, I kind of got like a little bit of a headache. So I don't know if this person has been kind of a headache for you. Like maybe they've called you a lot, but I feel like they're gonna keep calling you. So if you're not really feeling this person, I definitely would just at least be honest with them in some way, so they're not expecting too much out of the situation. But I do feel like they are hoping that you call them. They want more communication from you, and if you're the one who has been communicating with them more, I feel like they are going to reach out because they would like to speak to you. And then we have your commitment is being tested. So I feel like this person wants you to commit to them. They might even like test you in certain ways, or they might like be a little sneaky and like snoopy with you just to see if you're seeing anyone or if you are looking for commitment, because I feel like this person really is like, that's their goal. They want a commitment, and they are trying to get to know you more to see what you're about and if that's something that you would like as well. We have first quarter moon, so they're kind of half in and half out about the situation because they don't really know you. They either don't know you well enough, or they, from what they've seen of you in the past, are unsure if you would be able to handle a commitment, and that's really what they want to see from you, and they want to move things further if that's something that you would want. I also feel like this person is kind of sexually attracted to you. Not kind of. I feel like they are, because we have carnelian, which carnelian is all about like the sacral chakra as well. I feel like it can be dually like sacral and root chakra, but for me that kind of brings up like sex and sexual healing and passion and things like that. So I feel like you both kind of have a really good chemistry, and then we do have the chemistry card. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So I feel like if you regard yourself as the feminine energy, then I feel like this person is really attracted to how intuitive you are. Like maybe earlier when I was describing an intuitive feminine, that might have been you. Well, if that's the case, then this person is really attracted to how intuitive you are, and they love how unique you are, and they think you're really special. And then also, if you're inquiring about a feminine energy, the feminine energy really likes how you protect them and you make them feel safe, and they just enjoy how understanding you are and comforting. Like when they're in your presence, they just feel completely safe and like almost like they feel at home, and they would like to kind of build a home with you in the future. And we have communication is key, new moon in Gemini. So you could also be dealing with a Gemini here, but basically, and we have two twins here, so this person could be like a twin flame, so to speak, or someone who really just mirrors your personality and mirrors your energy. But basically, like I was saying before, it's really going to come down to communication and honest communication. So you really just need to meditate on if you feel like this person is the right person for you, if you see yourself in a long-term commitment with this person, and if you don't, you really need to make that clear to this person, because I think that is what they were looking for overall. And if you can't make that commitment with them, you just really need to be honest with them, or else they're going to keep assuming that you're going to ultimately commit to them. So communication here is the biggest thing. And then we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So I feel like there is some codependency that might be happening in this connection. Either you or them are kind of waiting for something to happen between this connection, but neither of you are really wanting to reach out, or you don't want to be the one to communicate first or whatever. But it's like you guys kind of are in this staring contest, I feel like, where it's like they're staring at you, you're staring at them, and then it's like no one's making any movements and you're staying kind of stuck in whatever situation this is. So I do feel like you guys probably just need to take a step back for a second and really consider what you actually want. I think whoever the feminine is in this dynamic, I think they are the ones who are a little bit more codependent on this relationship, and they are the ones that probably need to detach a little bit for things to work out. And then I feel like if you're the more masculine energy, you definitely need to decide what you really want and then make a clear action. So if you do want to connect with this person, you need to reach out, you need to make the call or the text or whatever it is, and then really just have a heartfelt conversation with this person. I think that's what's needed. And if you don't want this, you just also need to make that very clear. And I think instead of ghosting, if you're the type of person that ghosts, you just really need to talk to this person and say, hey, I just want to make things clear. I mean, not to like break their heart or anything, but if they're hinting at you that they have feelings, or something's been going on between you guys, you just need to make it really clear that you have no feelings at all whatsoever. And that's the best thing that you could do for this person, because I don't think they're going to let go of the situation unless something is very clear. And then we have the Oracle, seek wisdom and guidance from elders. So I think, like I said, taking a step back and really deciding if this is what you want is the best possible thing you could do. Get in touch with your third eye. So I would say meditate, pray, lie down in silence. Honestly, you don't even have to actively meditate. Just literally lie down in silence for like 5 minutes and see if you get any hits about it, or just, think about it without any distractions around and see what comes up. Because I do feel like there's some things that need to be cleared up, and I don't feel like it's on this person's side. I feel like it might be on your side. I think you just really need to decide what it is you want with this person, because this person is pretty clear about you. They're pretty clear that they want you, they like you, they have chemistry with you, they see you as like a future soulmate or someone they could be in a committed relationship with. So I think it's up to you to decide what it is you really want. Okay, that's all I have for you, pile one. I hope it was helpful to you. Leave a like or subscribe or comment below if you have any questions or concerns. So I'll see you in one of my future videos. Have a good day. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. This is for those of you who picked the Petalite crystal card. So let's get into your reading right off the bat. When I'm looking at the Petalite crystal card, I do see it looks like a man's face, which is like hidden in the crystal, and basically his third eye is really, really lit up, and it just looks like he's watching in the distance, just like observing from far away. So I do feel like the person who's attracted to you is probably watching you, probably on social media from a distance. If you work with this person or if you're around this person, they're probably just observing you silently from far away. And they're really just trying to get to know you without becoming too attached. I do feel like this person has a bit of a detached personality or energy to them when it comes to romantic situations. However, I'm looking at the colors of this card and it's just a lot of pink. There's some purple in there too, and red. So I do feel like you guys have like love between you, or loving feelings between you, romantic feelings, because I see so much pink in here, which just makes me think like this person is developing feelings for you, or they've had feelings for you, but right now when it comes to this, they just want to be in their heads about it, and not so much, I guess, talking to you about it. That's what I'm sensing. Like maybe they're communicating with you in dreams or like telepathically, but they're really just not approaching you as much, is what I'm feeling for the time being. I think they're just trying to be the observer. But the fact that we have the Petalite crystal, I think what I know about this crystal is it's about being an observer. It's about kind of detaching from the situation to let it grow on its own, because if you're too attached to something, it's kind of an energy block, an energetic block from letting it come to you. So I feel like this is kind of advice for you if you feel like you're maybe overthinking the situation, or you feel a little too attached to the situation, to take a step back, let it breathe, let it grow, and then when you feel more balanced, you can come back to the situation. But let's get started with this. So we have Gemini here, which is their characteristic of the person who is attracted to you right now. I feel like this person can be kind of hot and cold, can one day be very passionate and fiery and seem like they are all about you, and then the next day they're very cold and detached and almost like ghost you out of nowhere, or they just don't want to talk, or they're busy, and it's kind of probably frustrating to have to deal with that or have to communicate with someone like that. But I think that's an aspect of their personality. They could be a Gemini or another air sign, or they could just have two very strong aspects of themselves that kind of oppose each other. So it's almost like they have dueling personalities. But also from this card, what I'm getting is they are a lot, like, very different from you in a lot of ways, but at the same time they're very similar to you. It's like you two almost kind of connect because of that, because you guys kind of fill in the gaps for each other. And I think that's what they're attracted to, the fact that they feel like they can learn from you a lot, but then also they can teach you things that you don't know as well. So it's kind of like you guys complete each other in that way. I'm not saying that you guys aren't complete, but you know what I mean. Like, you could have a very balanced relationship. There's a potential for that, is what I'm seeing. And that kind of draws them in. And then also the fact that it's Gemini could mean that you're dealing with a twin flame situation, because I'm getting like there's two dragons here, if you believe in any of that, or just like a very strong connection here in the spiritual realm is what I'm seeing. We have the Envy card. I do feel like this person can get very envious, can have kind of a jealous streak, and they are a little bit possessive when it comes to you. It seems like maybe that's why they're observing you, just to make sure you're not dating someone else or you're not seeing someone else, because I think they are a little sensitive to that and they want to make sure that you're not playing around with them. And if anyone I think if anyone does try to come in between you, I feel like this person would kind of fight for you. Seven of Fire is like about basically standing up for what is yours or what you believe is yours. So like I said, I think this person can have a little bit of envy and jealousy to them. I feel like this person might also be a fire sign. If they're not a Gemini, they could be a Sagittarius. They could have a little bit of a competitive edge to them as well. And then also, I think there is kind of like a little bit of a darkness in this person. Like maybe they have some like negative thoughts that kind of weigh them down. Like they're not a negative person. It's like to everyone on the outside, they're actually very cool and charismatic and charming and funny even, but then on the inside they just have a little bit of this like darkness. Like if you can see, outside everything is gold and inside there's just like this dark gray color. So it's like they kind of hide that from the world, and that's probably why I was seeing them as being kind of like the dual personalities. No one really knows that this person is so negative, and they're probably very down on themselves. Like they see all the things that other people have, and that keeps them in a lack mentality, thinking maybe they're not worthy of those things, or maybe they're not good enough. And that also can probably be a hindrance in the connection between you and this person. But I do feel like this person is courageous. I feel like they're very protective. I'm getting like a masculine energy for sure from this person. They are take charge, they're a leader. I feel like they could probably dress really well also. Like they have a unique kind of style, and I think that draws people into them. They have quite a bit of people who are surround them a little bit. Like they have people that are interested in them, or they have a lot of friends that they hang out with, and their friends kind of see them as a strong personality type. And I think that's what attracts a lot of people to this person, is that they have this kind of leadership quality to them, and they're also very unique because this is a unicorn here. So they're a leader, they're unique, and they take charge. But I feel like this is someone you know and have known, because we have the patience card. So I think this is someone you've had to have a lot of patience with, someone you've waited on for quite a while, and you felt like it just wasn't going to work out because nothing was happening, nothing was growing. This person was always halfway in, halfway out, or they didn't communicate effectively with you about how they were feeling. They were just kind of being really detached with you, and you didn't know which way to turn, and you're still kind of waiting on this person. But this is the type of connection I think that requires a lot of patience. So if you are done with it, then I feel like some of you are kind of getting to that point where you're just like, okay, I'm tired of waiting. Can we hurry this along? And I think if you are at that point, it might be worth it to consider your other options just for the time being, because I do think this person has a little bit of work to do before they can be able to have a steady connection with you. But I think if you are kind of in the space where you just want to flirt and you just want to have a good time and you're not looking for a relationship, then I think you could definitely connect with this person. But just watch out, because like I said, like they have a little bit of envy in them. So that's something for you to decide if you are wanting to basically put up with that or deal with that in someone, because they need to work through their fears. I think they have so many fears. This person might have been really hurt in the past. Like they could have been cheated on, they could have been lied to a lot, and that just led them to have this really low self-esteem and low trust in people, especially in romantic situations. And they need to work through a lot of fears that they're carrying around. This is new moon in Scorpio, so I feel like they're kind of in the beginning stages of being able to start new relationships. So they really just finished closing out a huge chapter in their lives with someone, or just in general, and they're like a newborn baby when it comes to romance, so they require a lot of patience. If this is someone that you feel really strongly about, I would say definitely start off as friends with them. See if you can just like keep things light, because I don't think this person is ready for anything more than that. We do have the playfulness card. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So I feel like this person really likes you because they like your fun side. I feel like they have a lot of fun with you, and you make them laugh and like giggle a lot, and they have those little like those childlike butterflies with you. But when it gets too heavy, I feel like that's when this person kind of pulls away and detaches. So if you want to be with this person, I would say keep it as fun, light, playful, and flirty as you possibly can to keep them around, or else I think they're just going to flip to that opposite side of their personality and they're going to detach. And let's see. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Yeah, so if you've been getting signs about this person through music, or sometimes when I'm scrolling online, I see like different phrases, like quotes or articles, and I'm like, that's weird because that reminds me of like so-and-so. So if you get any signs like that, I definitely would pay attention to them, or even through like tarot card readings like this. Just make sure you're not ignoring any big signs in your face. Anything you feel a little bit off about with this person, like don't ignore that. So like if they're telling you one day that they really want a committed relationship, and then the next day they just ghost you and break your heart, pay attention to things like that for sure, but also the little signs that you see before that happens, just to warn you that this person still does have some work that they need to do with themselves. Then we have the Siren. A temptation may lead you astray. So I feel like this person is very charming and seductive and knows exactly how to lure you in. And I'm not sure if they're aware of that. Actually, they might be a little bit aware of that. But make sure you're not letting yourself be led astray, because this person will do what... I think they have this magnetic quality to them, and they will use it because they feel like this attraction to you and they feel a chemistry with you, and they are going to use what they got to pull you in. And I think that's just an aspect of who they are, and they can be very charming. So if you don't want anything that's not committed, I would rethink starting anything with this person, because I think you're very attracted to this person and they have this magnetic quality that is going to pull you in, and they have the capability of breaking your heart. So I would definitely stay away from this person if you are looking for something committed, because at this current moment they can't do a committed relationship, or they're going to have some issues with that. So there's going to be some red flags if you guys are doing that. But if you have the patience to work through this with this person and know, like, this is the warning here, know that they are not really ready to be committed right now, if you have the patience, then I would say keep it light and fun and just be friends with this person. Just keep it at a friendship level for now until you see a change in them, because if not, you guys might be going through cycles where you're just kind of hooking up and not really going anywhere else. So keep that in mind. Then we have the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. So this is another Gemini card that we have. So it's funny that we have two. So definitely if this person is a Gemini, that's your confirmation, but they definitely have that aspect in their personality. So keep that in mind. What the answers you need are coming. So I'd say by the next full moon, you'll probably get a more clear picture of where this person is at in regards to starting a relationship with you, if that's what you're looking for. You'll get those answers by the next full moon from whenever it is that you're watching this. If you don't want a relationship, I'd say this is just a nice person to have around if you're just wanting to hook up with someone. Definitely reach out to this person and be playful with them and just kind of joke around with them, be a little flirty. And then I said flirty, I don't know if that came out right, but flirty, and see where it goes. But yeah, that's all I have for you, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please leave me a like or comment or subscribe, and I'll see you in one of my future videos. Have a good day. Hi, pile 3. This is for those of you who chose the Numite crystal card. From what I'm seeing initially from the Numite card, from what I know about Numite, about the stone, it's all about cultivating inner power and self-mastery. So I feel like either you or this person right now has come to a point where you really learned a lot, like about love, relationships. You've really grown so much, and you've come to a point where you've come into your own inner power, and you know who you are, what you want in relationships. You know the accurate amount of love to give and the accurate amount of love to receive, which I'm not saying there is a certain amount, but it's like you can tell now if someone isn't giving to you equally, and you can tell now when you need to take a break and back up, and you know how to avoid major fights and how to avoid saying things that you're going to regret and things like that. I feel like you've really grown and matured in relationships, and this person has as well. This person that's attracted to you, I feel like they've really grown and kind of mastered their power, and I'm seeing that also in the sun sign. So this card, the sun card, is characterizing or representing the person who is attracted to you. And normally this card kind of gives me a negative vibe, but I feel like in this sense, I think this person came out of a really dark place, and they've kind of grown in their power, and now it's like they're shining like the sun. So I don't know if you can see this card at all, but the man in the photo, he seems very dark, very mysterious, and you know that is probably very alluring to you, but he also holds the power of the sun. So I feel like they can be a little egoic at times, but it doesn't come from a bad place. It comes from them being in such a dark place for so long, and then finally coming out of that, and now they're like proud of themselves. So they carry this kind of sense of pride and definitely a higher self-esteem. They've just grown a lot, and I do feel like you know this person, and you've been kind of in this situation with them for a while, like maybe have been off and on with them or in a relationship with them. I feel like something about like you and them, I feel like you've helped them grow and get to a point where they've kind of matured. Because also I'm seeing like a clock. It's not really clear. I'm just in my mind envisioning a clock here. So it's like over time this person has matured a lot, because we have the Deceit card, and I feel like this is them in the past. Like, see how dark this card is, and the guy is very shady looking. It's like he looks like he just stole a bunch of coins, and that kind of matches the darkness I see in the sun card as well. It's like I feel like this is the past energy of this person. Like they've either really hidden their feelings for you, like have not told you in the entire time you've known this person how they feel about you, or they have lied to you in the past in your relationship and been deceitful towards you. And I'm not getting any third party energies, but if that was the case in your situation, that could have been a possibility. But I do feel like you really love this person. And I feel like this person loves you too. I think there is love here. And they either see you as the woman holding the heart, or they are the woman holding the heart for you. So it's like they really view you with loving eyes, and they see how caring you are and how special you are, and they don't want to mess it up anymore. I think they've messed it up in the past. And they're like, over time they've grown. So if you have known this person and you're like rolling your eyes like, oh, I don't want to deal with them again, it's like they've changed is what I'm getting. And they're coming to a point where they can be the person now that you wanted them to be in the beginning. It's just a question of, will you allow them back in, or will you allow them in at all after how they've treated you? But we have 4 of fire, so I feel like there's a lot of passion in this relationship. I feel like there's a potential for you being with this person very long term in a commitment. Whether or not that's a marriage is, I don't know, up to you. But I do see there's a possibility of you being with this person for a long time, and you guys being peaceful together. Like there's I think this is a fairy playing a flute, I think, in the picture. And so it just kind of symbolizes like harmony to me. Like you and this person will have really harmonic times together, and everything will be reciprocal. Like the energy you put in this relationship will be given back to you as well. And it's just also a sign that you've kind of dealt with this person for a while. So we have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. So what I'm getting from this is like, this is probably someone you've wished for a really long time. You've hoped to be with them for a long time, and then nothing ever really worked out with them because maybe they were too in their ego, they were too deceitful, they were living in their shadow self. But I think since meeting you, they've been able to see the lighter qualities of them. They've been able to see that they're not just this deceitful person, that there's actually a light in them, and they're changing. I don't know if they're completely there yet, but I do see that they're changing. So this is just a sign for you to keep that dream alive, have faith in that dream if you want to be with this person. We have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may be different from your usual type and expectations. So I think when it comes to this card, I'm seeing this more as like the expectations you have for this person may need some time to be met, because I don't think they're in the place right now, just in their development, to meet your expectations. So I think if you can keep an open mind with them and take things little by little, there is potential for that lifelong commitment if that's what you guys want. There is like a great potential here, and I do see a lot of love here. So it's just about what you want, because if the waiting game is not something you're interested in, then by all means look at your other options. But if you do really love this person, it's safe for you to love, according to this card. I feel like your spirit guides are protecting you, so definitely pay attention to any intuitive hits that you're getting about this person. Like if you're getting bad vibes from them, move in another direction. But overall, I don't think anything negative is going to come from this. If you want to pursue this further, it says open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So this person is attracted to you. They are looking to you. At this current time, I'm not sure if they've reached out to you. What am I getting? I'm not seeing that they've reached out to you. So I think if you want to reach out to them, it's safe for you to do so at the time, but keep in mind where they're at. I see finances and career could be affecting them a lot. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So I also see coins in the deceit card, so this might be something they're not telling you, is that they're having like financial troubles right now, and that's why they're not moving toward you. That's why they're keeping you kind of in the dark. But if you just want to reach out to them as a friend and initiate that communication, then I think it is safe for you to do that. I'm not seeing that they're going to reach out right now. I have the Griffin card, honor and good luck. So I think this relationship is blessed with good luck and honor, so it's kind of like the go-ahead card here. I think there are good things with this. There are good things here, and I think I see like loyalty, like this person has a loyal heart to you, but I'm not 100% sure if this person is able to give you like a commitment right now. So if you just want to be friends with them, that is what I'm seeing. And then we have the stars. A long journey brings rewards. So it's just kind of reiterating what we were saying before. It's like you've kind of been doing this little dance with this person for a long time. It's like if you can imagine two people doing a waltz, and they've been doing this waltz for years. And in the beginning, they didn't know how to do it at all. They kept stepping on each other's feet. They kept elbowing each other. They didn't have the rhythm, and they made a lot of mistakes. But with every mistake they made, they learned something. And now they're still doing the dance, and they're doing it like almost perfectly. So it's kind of like you and this person have been doing this dance, and they've been learning from it and growing, and you've been learning from it and growing as well. And this long journey that you two have had together is going to bring about rewards. So I do feel like this is going to come together in peace. But as far as like timing, I can't completely say. I'll pull one of my tarot cards just to get like a little timing for this to come together. Let's see. What is... Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so... Sorry. Let's get a timing now. Two pentacles. Okay. I feel like it's gonna take quite a while. I feel like it's gonna take at least 2 months for things to change and to be more of like an energy that is more suited for a relationship, because we had the sword, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and the fact that it was reversed, I feel like there's not any communication with you guys right now. So I think that needs to be established first. You guys need to reestablish communication. He's showing up as a Page of Cups, so this person isn't very well at addressing emotions. They're not very emotionally available at the current moment. And Two of Pentacles, I feel like there's some indecision on both of your parts. And this kind of reminds me of the dance I was talking about that you guys were doing. It's like you're still kind of doing this dance. So this person is definitely attracted to you, but I'm not sure if right now is a good time for you guys to be involved with each other. I see good things in the future, and I see a great connection overall, but I do see that it's gonna need some time to solidify. So at least 2 months, but if you want to reach out as a friend, then you go ahead and do that. So that's all I have for you, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like or subscribe or comment, and I'll see you in one of my future videos. Thanks.